Alright, so here are my turtles. Here, we'll get over here and see them better. So the bigger one, we named her Starburst. And then her friend died, and she was sad and lonely and left alone because they are social. They like to have friends around. So somebody's was getting rid of this little guy on the internet and needed a home. They didn't have turtles and know how to take care of it, and so this little, it turned out to be a boy, came home with me, and the little girl had named him Starfire, which I thought was cute because we already had Starburst and now we have Starfire. So Starburst is a girl. The girls grow bigger than the boys, and as they get bigger, you don't notice when they're little if they're boys or girls, but as they get bigger, you can tell. See how her claws are short or shorter? And she also has a shorter tail, which I don't know if you can see how long her tail is very well from here, this direction, but these are actually two different kinds of turtles. See how she's kind of like orange and stripy? When she was younger, those orange stripes weren't as prominent. They're getting brighter as she gets older, and some of that could be due to her health, because it's definitely improved since she's been here. She was also a rescue turtle. I got her from the pet store. Somebody had brought her in, said their kids weren't taking care of them, so she came home with me, and she was super friendly. That's why I brought her home. I wasn't even there to get a turtle, but we had more turtles before this, and her mate had also passed away, and she was lonely, so this was her companion for the rest of her life. So this is Starburst here, and she was super friendly. She actually rode on my shoulder, like she lets you pet her. Like, their turtles are usually like really scared, but she will actually come up and like wants attention from you. Like they like people. So she was super social, and that was one of the reasons I got her, because she likes to hang out with people. Now, this little guy down here turned out to be a boy, and sometimes you get to see his little mating dance. He does this little dance where he wiggles his fingers in her face, and he's trying to get her attention. And he will do that sometimes, especially if he's happy, if they've just eaten, or conditions their tank have improved, if they've got, a nice clean tank with a nice, warm light, and they will be happier and more social. If it's cold or gloomy, they do kind of, they don't quite hibernate. They eat some during the winter, but they eat a lot less during the winter. And in the spring, they start eating a lot. And then they gradually slow down over the fall and their amount they eat. They eat a lot more during the spring and the summer when they're more active. We get them little pellets to eat. I have some right here. I will. Now, see, we're testing out this new tank here today, so that's what they just got. They're testing out a new space right now. So they have these little pellets that they eat. And so we'll see. We'll just give them a little bit. See, just a few. Well, they used to eat them less when they were younger, but they eat more as they grow. And see how they eat. And if they gobble them down really fast and they're hungry, then I'll keep giving them more a little bit at a time until they slow down and stop eating. Usually they're done eating in about 10 minutes. So they also like to eat goldfish. We get little feeder fish. And they like those as a treat. They'll eat other fish too. So you kind of gotta be careful what fish you keep with turtles. Because they will eat them if they're little. And sometimes, yeah. So these guys, this one here, is a red, you can see right here, is a Florida red-bellied cooter, is what this one's called. It took me a long time to find it, to ID it. The people at the pet store didn't know what it was, but it took me lots of looking at pictures of turtles and kind of looking at similar ones and seeing what they were called, and looking them up until I found her, pretty much, on the internet. And then this one here is a yellow-eared slider. So he's got a really pretty ornate shell. Even from his very young, he's got a beautiful shell. So, but they're both really friendly, and I think, you know, her being friendly helps him be friendly too. So these are my turtles. Starburst. Oh, and I didn't tell you why her name was Starburst. Her belly. Here we can. Ooh, sorry. Oh, I'll turn her over. Oh, she's not happy about this. It's kind of pink, like a pink starburst. See, I don't know if you can hear her. You hear her make a noise. She's like, "Arr, arr, arr, put me down." She's not very happy about being taken out of that water. Do you hear her? Oh, she's like mad at me. Okay, I'm gonna put her back. Hold on, baby. I'm getting you back in there. So, so they do kind of communicate, and they'll let you know if they don't want to be messed with. They kind of make a hissing sound. They'll open their mouths and kind of pull their heads back, and then they might snap at you if you were really in their space. These ones are super friendly. The one we had one before that was kind of snappy and would snap at people more. But these two have been really great. I've never been snapped at or bitten by either of them. So, so they communicate. Yep, they make little noises like that, little hissing and kind of growly turtle noises as much as the turtle growls. So he will stack on top of her, and in the wild you'll see them stacked up on top of each other on logs. You know, like sitting out in the sun. If you go down, maybe canoeing or go down a river, you might see turtles stacked up around the edges of the rivers. Around here, they're a little bit more gray and brown turtles, though you don't see these bright fancy colors out in the wild as much. So, but those are my turtles, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Say bye. Bye, Miss Sheila. I'll say bye to her over there. Can we see her way over there? Oh. Say bye, guys. All right. I'll talk to you later.